we just had this conversation the other day. I said, man, I watch you create a lot of your work, and a lot of times when I'm in the studio, I see, a lot of different images together. I said, but, I've come to believe that his art oftentimes is more powerful when you approach it on a singular basis. So he has a piece, I always forget the name of it, but it's in the Yale University Art Gallery.
Shadows of Liberty.
Shadows of Liberty, and it's of George Washington on a high horse, and he is draped or shrouded in this torn material that's affixed to his face with nails driven through it. And when you look at that stark image, next to some other very prominent painters in a standalone basis, you have to ask yourself the question, if you're a thoughtful person, what is the meaning of this? And so I won't express the meaning of it because you're the creator of it, but but I guess I will. The long and short of it is he is clearly an historical figure that is of prominence, and you are a patriot. But at the same time, he's forcing you to say, is everything right with this image, and what can we learn from it? And the idea would be that changes minds. So that's my opinion. I think it does definitely change the world.
I think it's hard to change the world with the products that we make, and I'm saying products purposefully in this particular context. I probably wouldn't describe it in any other in this context otherwise, but the products that we make on their own. That is to say, if I set a painting or two paintings down right there up against the trash can, it's hard to imagine how that painting will change the world like that. There are contexts where you take that painting, you put it in an institution that has a history, that has a legacy, that has importance and value in our society for some very specific reasons, and you put that same painting there, and all of a sudden, that has more of a chance. But ultimately, I believe that art changes the world through the artists. It's the artists. The inanimate objects, the inanimate products that we make, they might be able to do something. In some cases, they do. I stood in front of a Caravaggio painting and cried. There's power in them, that's for sure. But I think the voices of the artists, those artists who are making these things, stepping up and saying, this is the way I see the future. Help me change it so it can be that. I think that's where the impact happens. I think that's how the world can change. I think a lot of people want artists to just shut up and make work, right? Don't take on that community project you're working on, Theaster. That's just, shut up and make work. Rick Lowe, the row houses that you've been working on for the last 20 years, why are you doing that? Get back to making paintings. Shut up and make work. Mark Bradford, why are you working with foster kids? Aren't you an abstract painter? Shut up and make work. But it's when you allow those artists, the most creative in our societies, those ones who are willing to think outside of the box, that you will get solutions that you've never thought of before. I think it's not just about putting our art on walls and seeing it and experience it. That's powerful, it's important, absolutely. But, sorry, I almost said something I shouldn't say, but talk to them. Talk to them. Talk to those artists, see what they have to say about the communities and the places that they live in. They might have a good idea for you.